Oh my gosh, it's 7:30. Good morning. Oh, I'm cold. It's 51. My toes are cold. I need to wear socks when it's this cold. Okay. How do I look? I gotta get going. Okay, and this privy is disgusting and scary, and there's gigantic spiders in here. This is the deer lick privy, and I give it a 3. Ugh. And I'm off. I don't even want to tell you what time it is. So, really nice evening. With a tramily that I've been kind of in the middle of for a little while. Oh, here's a creek right here. And I'll turn it around. Here we go. We were going out in the woods, like over that way to get water. I didn't know we could just hit the trail. So here we have river crossing. Okay, that's better. So last night was cold. My feet were cold. I had to take my quilt and zip up the toe box. And I could have put some socks on, but my pack was hanging because I was in the shelter. And I didn't want to get out of my quilt to get in my pack down to unpack it and get some socks. So I just kind of suffered. Also, I forgot to take some medicine, and it was also up and hanging, so I didn't take it, but I took it this morning. It should help my foot. Meloxicam. Take it once a day. So my left foot has not been liking the rocks. But the ironic thing is that there are less rocks in Pennsylvania than there have been in Northern Virginia, West Virginia. I'm climbing a hill, can you tell? Maryland. And now I'm in Rocksylvania. And I know southern Pennsylvania isn't bad, or really bad. So I have 2 choices today. Well, many choices actually. I could go to the shelter. I think it's Thunder Shelter, or maybe all the way to Caledonia State Park, but I'm gonna get going. Good morning. First poop I've seen in a while, right by a log. It must be important poop. River crossing. And now it's time for the cicada report. But there's somebody behind me. So this morning it was 51 degrees and the cicadas were very quiet. It's warming up now and they're at 62 decibels. It's a gorgeous day. It isn't very humid at all. And I had a cicada that wanted to crawl up my leg. First my right leg, then my left leg at a picnic bench. And then it finally figured out that it needed to just crawl up the picnic bench, but their little legs are like pokey on your skin when they crawl up. Anyways, that's the report for today. Many more cicada on the trail. And here comes another person. Okay, that's it for the cicada report. Now this is a nice privy. It's clean-ish. Have hand sanitizer, a Christmas tree air freshener, the light switch, a doorbell. I would give this 9 out of 10 because there's toilet paper. Hello. So that was Buzzard Peak, and those, I guess, were Buzzard Rocks, and the view was fantastic. This mountain was a 1,000-foot climb. Wasn't very steep to begin with, but it got steep, and now I think I'm up on a ridge, and there's lots of rocks and roots, and it's nice. Almost killed myself when I went up on those rocks though. It was really scary, but there were other hikers around and I had to like man up and climb the rocks. Well, I shouldn't say man up. I had to hike her up and climb the rocks, literally. And then I had a dragon's tooth flashback on the way down. It was sketchy, for sure. So, yeah, that's going. I have like 4 or 5 miles left to the day. Hi, I'm at where the gas pipeline goes through, and it's a pretty little meadow area. But I'm surprised when I come out here because I'm like, oh, the sun, like I'm a vampire. And then I'll be going into the woods again, into the quiet, well, not so quiet, but into the cool shade of the forest. sitting here in the bushes because I just fell. That hasn't happened in a while. And I fell on my bad knee. And nothing's hurt. Except my poor knee. What I was thinking about was hikers just stopped me. They just came from the road. And they said there was the biggest black bear she'd ever seen, like 500-600 pounds. Kind of stalked them for 10 to 15 minutes before he let them go. And she was a little upset about it. So I was telling the guys that just passed me, and I was thinking about it, and boom, there I tripped and went down. But I caught the edge of a rock with my bad knee and skinned up my hand a little. No blood. I guess I'll get my pack off and stand up. Doesn't look like there's any poison ivy. Just fell in the blueberry bushes. Pack's back on. Did a quick tick check. And let's go. Okay, I got some water from a little creek, kind of sketchy. I filtered the water and it still was a little tanniny. I think there's tannins in it. Looks like some nice places to camp, but I'm too close to the road. Some hikers southbound told me that the shelter is 0.3 off the trail down, and the water is another 0.2 or 3 down. So ain't nobody got time for that. So I got water. Now I just had to find a place to sleep. So I am on the lookout for stealth camping options. I'm in my Dyneema bubble fortress. I haven't tented since the flood last week, and it's really nice to be back in my tent. I like it. I like it a lot. So I was just looking at my food. I think I'm gonna have Spam and cheese for dinner. And I have way too much Spam and cheese. So I'm going to eat some because it's very heavy. Today was just shy of 10 miles, and it might be 10 miles. And my foot, where I sprained the top of it, does not like the rocks. Not at all. And I fell today. And my knee's not happy. It was a hard day. There was a big climb, 1,000 feet. And now I'm up on the ridge. I didn't go down to the shelter because it's a downhill, and then it's downhill to the water from the shelter. So I just carried water. That sketchy kind of tanniny water. So, yeah. And, just talked to Dr. Bob's office, my physician, about getting some prescription refills. Maybe something a little stronger to help my foot. I'm taking 15 milligrams of meloxicam, but I think that I can take more. And mixing it with Tylenol just to get through the day. So I wanted to talk to Dr. Bob about it. So I'm laying down, stretching my back out. It feels wonderful. I'm going to make my supper and blow up my bed and probably hit the hay here. So I hope you have a good evening, and I will talk to you in the morning.